Batman, Noël. Written by Desmond Lynch. Based on the graphic novel by Lee Bermojo. Based on characters from DC Comics. Based on characters from Bill Finger and Bob Kane. With respects to Charles Dickens.
Ugh, stupid. Ugh. Ah, crap. TV's not working. Ah, sorry, kid. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. We don't need a TV. Nothing good on anyway. It's just you and me. Mom? Yeah, well, Mom's not here anymore, so I guess we'll have to have Christmas without her. Yeah. Are you bored? Let's see if we have any books. Nope. No books. All out of books. Yeah, that's fine. I can't read too well anyway. Okay, no books. I guess. Well, I guess I gotta tell you a story then. Okay, let me think. Oh, I got one. Here we go. So this one's a pretty old one. It's a Christmas one. And it's about this guy. He's called Scrooge. Rich guy. Real mean and old and scary. He never gives anyone nothing. And he never takes a break. And he grinds his workers to the bone as well. Works them to death. There's this one guy. His name is, I don't know. Bob? Yeah, let's go with that. He works Bob pretty hard. Well, he was trying to make Bob work Christmas. He was chasing him up for this, and he would not let him go.
December 24th, 10 a.m. Long night. I don't know what Freeze is planning, but it's not good. I'm chasing up a lead. The driver. He's transporting Freeze's money. He spotted me and now he's running for his life. The day is not so good to me. But thankfully, it's not his day either. He slips on some ice, lands face first on the ground. I'm on him immediately.
Please, oh God, no.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Don't lie to me, you little rat. I know you're working for Freeze. Where is he?
I don't know, please. He never tells us nothing.
Someone knows.
Please, I'm just a driver. Please don't kill me.
You'll be begging for death by the time I'm done with you.
Oh God, you're not sick, are you? I can't get sick. My kid has leukemia. I can't get sick.
So Bob, he begged for a day off. Just Christmas. And Scrooge just looked at him like he never looked at nobody. And, for whatever reason, he let him go. Just for one day.
Get out of here.
Really? You let me go?
For now. Don't even think about running. I'll be watching you.
And like that, old Bob ran off home to his family. But he had to be back to work tomorrow. Because Scrooge, he was gonna make him pay.
He doesn't know anything. I could arrest him. But when Freeze finds out he lost all his money, he'll come out to make him pay. He's more useful as bait.
And Scrooge, well, he went back to his home. All alone.
I'm back at the cave. I've hit another dead end. I'm cold. I'm tired. But I put surveillance on the driver. His name is Tim McCracken. He has a son called Tommy. They live in a one-bed apartment in the Narrows.
Master Bruce, the point of chicken soup is that it's supposed to be eaten while it's still hot.
I don't have time for this, Alfred. He's still out there. Somewhere.
Yes, and he will still be out there with or without an empty stomach. Besides, I'm sure even a man as cold as Victor Fries would not work on Christmas Eve.
Well, you and I know two very different people.
Possibly. But I do know Bruce Wayne. More importantly, I know his festive responsibilities.
Cancel them.
I can't cancel them, sir.
Sure you can.
It's Christmas. I can't just cancel Christmas.
Why not? It's just like... like any other day.
Well, if you're not going to respect the holiday for yourself, maybe you will respect it for this family you are spying on. It's quite invasive what you're doing, sir.
I need to find this man, Alfred. Whatever it takes.
My God. You're not actually thinking of using this bait, are you?
Yeah, well, nothing has worked so far. Freeze is smart. But he needs the money. He'll come crawling out at some point.
This can't possibly be worth it.
The ends justify the means.
Even if it puts a child at risk.
And there'll be more lives at stake if I don't. His father's a scumbag. He's getting what's coming.
From the looks of things, I don't think that will be a problem.
I'm fine.
Master Bruce, if you think I'm going to let you go out in this condition, on today of all days, you have another thing coming.
You couldn't stop me if you tried.
A gust of wind could stop you, sir. Stopping you isn't the issue. The issue, Master Bruce, is you. You've been working yourself too hard. No days off, hardly any sleep, no food. And look at you. You're as sick as an old dog.
I'm fine.
You're not fine, sir. That's the problem. Ever since Jason, you've been...
This soup's cold. Get me another one.
Bruce, we need to talk about this.
Alfred, why don't you just do your fucking job?
Right. See, Scrooge, he was alone, but not really. He had family, people around him, but he just pushed them away. It was easier for him to be alone.
How long has it been since Alfred cleaned Jason's uniform? It's been up there on display a year now. I told him I didn't want the blood washed away, but he... Oh my God.
Now this is the part where it gets scary. See, Scrooge, he didn't always work alone. He had a business partner. They do everything together. But then, well, he died. And Scrooge was left all alone. Then, the room went cold. All the hairs stood back on his neck. Old Scrooge, he saw something that was impossible.
No, this can't be real. He's dead. He's...
Bruce?
Robin?
I don't know what caused it, but before old Scrooge's eyes, his partner came back. The Horner.
Bruce, why did you let him kill me? I don't want to die.
Jason,
Old Scrooge, he was scared stiff. It's not every day you see a ghost. Scrooge begged and he cried, but the ghost wasn't having none of it. He said, repent, change, before it's too late. Change, or you'll end up like me.
Jason, wait. Don't go. Don't go. I'm sorry. I'm
Master Bruce. And just like that, the ghost was gone. But old Scrooge knew this wasn't the last of the supernatural he'd see tonight. Bruce, who are you talking to?
I need to go.
Bruce, just listen to me.
Don't wait up. I don't know what the hell I saw. Must have been fear, toxin, or one of Hatter's old tricks, whatever it was. It has to be related to Freeze. It takes me under an hour to make it back to Gotham. The streets are quiet. It's Christmas Eve. It's late. But the night is young.
Old Scrooge was alone for the time being. But that wasn't gonna last. He was gonna get free visitors that night. Free ghosts to show him the error of his ways. The first ghost was soon to appear. And it looked like someone he used to know.
I'm on the rooftops. It's freezing, ice. It's slippy up here. But it gives me leverage. It gives me... What the hell's he doing here?
The first ghost was called the Ghost of Christmas Past. They looked like someone old Scrooge recognized but couldn't quite remember. They'd changed so much. Just being there made him feel nostalgic.
Dick Grayson. Nightwing. The first Robin.
Fancy meeting you up here, Bruce.
Codenames, Nightwing.
Oh, come on, it's not like anyone's listening.
You don't know that.
Still paranoid as always.
Not paranoia if you know what's out there.
Batman. It's Christmas Eve. There's no one out here but us.
What are you doing here?
You know. First time back in Gotham in over a year. Thought I'd check out the old hunting spots.
Alfred sent you to check on me.
Yeah, of course Alfred sent me to check on you. I mean, look at you. You're a mess.
I'm fine.
Oh, you're far from fine, believe me. Physically? Mentally?
Okay, checkup's over. See you next year.
You're using a kid as bait, Bruce. Since when did you grow so cold and reckless?
There's nothing reckless about what I'm doing.
Oh, really?
The house is under surveillance. If Freeze even steps his foot within a mile of that place, I'll know.
Oh, great. So they're safe under Panopticon. That's heartwarming.
If you have a problem with how I do things, you can just leave. You never had the stomach for this line of work anyway.
What is this of you? This whole gruff, macho, I'm fine shit. Because you're always stubborn, but you weren't an asshole about it. Matter of fact, you used to be a lot different. Remember when you and me first started? We were Batman and Robin. The dynamic duo. Sure, things were bad back then, but we made it better. We helped people. We saved people. And you know what? We had fun. We had fun. This job is fun. And I'm sick of you pretending that it isn't. You treat it like it's a burden. It's not a burden. It's a privilege. No one does what we do. People want to be us all around the world. They aspire. Or at least they used to. I mean, what happened to us? We used to mean something. You used to smile and laugh, and now people are scared of us. Everyone is scared of us.
Me.
What?
They're scared of me. You want to know what happened? You left.
That's not fair.
You wanted an answer. I gave it to you. You wanted to be your own man. I didn't get in your way. Matter of fact, I replaced you. Easily. And then you got mad at me for that. Because you didn't care about independence. You were just looking for an excuse to hate me. And I gave you one. In the end, it didn't matter. You lasted 5 years and he barely lasted 2. There's nothing to laugh about over this job. The Joker taught me that. And if you need to learn that lesson, then you run back to that cave and you look at his blood-stained uniform. Because that's all that's left of him.
Bruce, you can't just use the memory of Jason to justify your shitty behavior.
I have nothing to justify. Not to you. Not to anyone. Times change, and I change with them. I've embraced what the world is really like. Have you?
You okay?
I'm fine.
No, listen to me. This is serious. You could die out here.
And then I'll die on my own terms. I'll die alone. With no stupid kids to hold me back.
Okay. See you back at the manor.
And like that, the first ghost was gone. Scrooge, now, he was a little rattled, but he didn't learn anything. He was still set in his ways.
He shouldn't be out tonight. It's too dangerous. Freeze won't rest until he gets what he wants. Why can't they understand that? I'm wasting time here. I need to chase up some leads.
Time went by, and within an hour, the clock struck 2. And it was time for another visitor.
Ice up here makes the climb difficult. I need 2. I slipped off the roof and now I'm falling 5 stories. I need 2. I'm not falling anymore. Something stopped me from falling. No. Someone.
The second ghost was a guy called the Ghost of Christmas Present. Now this guy, he was huge. He was warm and colorful and strong. The kind of guy who believed in you, believed in the world. And, well, that made you want to believe in him.
Clark Kent. Superman.
You know, you should really be more careful out here, Batman. Especially this time of year.
I had it handled, Superman. Set me down.
As you wish. Your reflexes are pretty slow there. You're getting old, but not that old. What are we dealing with here?
Don't you dare use your X-ray vision on me.
Relax, I've seen worse. Oh. Maybe not. Liquid in the lungs, throat inflamed, looks like pneumonia. You really shouldn't be out here in this condition.
I'm fine.
Well, I'm sure you think that, but reality disagrees.
What do you want from me?
It's Christmas Eve, just visiting an old friend.
Alfred sent you.
Well, just want to make sure you're okay.
Well, you can go home. I don't need a babysitter.
Well, I'm glad you're self-aware. Oh, and Alfred wanted to give you this. It's a Fermo ice cracker or something like that. I can't remember. Alfred says you need it in case Mr. Freeze found you first. Yeah, don't want to end the year as a giant ice cube now, do we?
I don't need it. I already have. Where?
Yeah, this is the one that's supposed to be on your belt. You forgot it back in the cave. Now, the Batman I know wouldn't be so careless. So either I'm talking to a rookie, or someone who is sick, exhausted, and has no business being out in the field.
I said I'm fine.
You're not even close to fine. This is serious. Someone could get killed.
They won't.
I don't want you dying out here. You're a risk to yourself and everyone around you. Go home.
Make me.
Well, if you won't go home, you mind if I show you something?
I'm not gonna let you carry me if that's what you're asking.
Oh, I never presumed to ask.
Hey, get off. Hey!
And so the ghost, he grabbed old Scrooge, and he flew up and away. The ghost took Scrooge all across the city. He took him to old Bob Cratchit's house. It was a tiny place filled with people. Little Tim was there too. He wasn't doing too good. The ghost and Scrooge watched him have Christmas.
Clark is taking me to an apartment building in the Narrows. We're standing outside the window of Tim McCracken's home. It's cold outside. It looks cold inside as well. But there's people, and they seem happy. Why did Clark bring me here?
Well, this is a nice spot. You and me, we fly about so much, it almost feels like we're looking down on people. It's important to stop, to look at people from the ground, on their level. You know these people, don't you?
Tim McCracken, a getaway driver for Freeze.
Spoke to him earlier today, Alfred told me.
He's a dead end. He didn't know anything about Freeze. But he makes good bait.
He's not bait. He's a person with hopes, dreams, friends, and family. And look at them now. Christmas Eve and they have nothing. They have each other. They're making the most of things. The apartment is derelict.
They'll be forced out soon.
Yep. It looks that way. Most expensive thing in the house is the pistol hidden in Tim's bedroom. Rough neighborhood. There's a lot of problems. Take their son, for instance.
Tommy. He has leukemia.
Why isn't he in a hospital?
Scarecrow laid a gas bomb in Gotham General. It's been abandoned for months. It's put stress on the other hospitals, taking up the workload. He can't get treated locally. That and there's no health insurance. Crime doesn't pay.
So you're saying Tommy could die here?
It's very likely.
Damn. That's a shame. If only someone like Bruce Wayne could help out.
Bruce Wayne is busy.
He's not that busy.
We're done here.
Seeing too much you can handle, Scrooge ran away from the home of old Bob Cratchit. But the ghost, well, he wasn't letting them off easy.
What is wrong with you?
Lots of things, apparently.
This isn't you. Batman I know wouldn't tolerate this kind of thing happening in a city. It's not just Tommy, it's hundreds of other kids just suffering just like him. What are you doing with all that money? Nothing.
Nothing. You think I haven't tried to save this city?
Well, it doesn't seem that way to me.
Well, you're right. I stopped wasting my money on lost causes a long time ago.
A child's life isn't a lost cause.
I thought so too. I'll tell you a story, nice and festive. A brilliant doctor pays a visit to Bruce Wayne. Says he has a life-saving cryogenic technology that could save the lives of terminally ill people. Put them in ice to delay their conditions from getting worse, while the technology to treat them gets better. So Bruce Wayne and a few other donors put in a lot of money and invested into this man. He builds this technology. The tech isn't perfect. It takes longer to build than anticipated. The results aren't immediate. Bruce Wayne believes in him, but the other donors aren't convinced. They get greedy and impatient, and they decide to shut it down. The doctor pleads with them, but they don't listen. They have security turn off his machines and destroy what he's built. What they don't know is that one of the machines was hosting the doctor's terminally ill wife. He didn't tell any of us about her. He puts up a fight, and then there's an accident. Chemicals scattered around the room. Cryogen released into the air. 2 guards freeze to death and die. The doctor isn't seen again. That doctor is Victor Freeze. He survived that accident. His body had mutated to handle the extreme cold, but at a cost. Anything above absolute zero would give him a heat stroke. He has to walk around in a containment suit that he built himself. A year after the accident, he kills 4 out of 5 of those donors and 6 civilians. All for revenge. Because that's what this city does to people. It takes good men trying to make a difference, and then it breaks them. It
twists them into becoming monsters. So no, I'm not gonna waste my money, because it's only gonna come back to haunt me. I made Mr. Freeze. And now I gotta stop him. Bruce, just because someone took advantage of your money doesn't mean you have to hoard it from the world. There's still time. You could save people. You can make a difference. I am making a difference. I'm stopping Freeze once and for all. That's not what I meant. There's a better way of doing things. You know what? I don't need to take a lecture about saving people from the man who let Robin die. What are you talking about? Really? You can run faster than a speeding bullet. You can fly halfway across the country to save a cat from a tree, but you're telling me that you couldn't stop that murderous psychopath from taking my boy.
Bruce, you're being really cruel right now.
No, what's cruel is you let him go. And you stopped me from going after him.
He sought refuge in a hostile nation. Going after him would have caused a diplomatic incident.
Diplomatic incident? Listen to yourself. You can do anything that you want. You can save anyone that you want. You can stop anyone that you want.
Bruce, I can do anything. But I can't do everything.
You know what? We're done. I don't need you to lecture me about my city. Go. Leave me in peace. I'll have to clean up my own mess.
I can get you some antibiotics. I think Dr. Midnight might have some.
Don't bother.
If you insist. Merry Christmas, Bruce. And then, the second ghost left. Old Scrooge, he saw a lot. He was mad. Mad at himself, the world, everything. But he still didn't think he had anything to learn. He was dead set on doing things his own way.
It takes me a while to get back to the car. I don't know why Clark was wasting his time with me. There's more important things going on in the world right now. Time is running short. That's funny. Could have sworn the car was on the other side of the street. Let me unlock. What? The car, it exploded. I can't move. Wait. Who is that?
The third ghost, the ghost of Christmas future, was the most terrifying of all. He showed up as the bell tolled 3. He took Scrooge and guided him to see what the future had in store. The scary part, the ghost didn't say a word. He just stood there, silent as the night.
It's Freeze. Where's he taking me?
The ghost took Scrooge and he showed him the future. He showed him what would become of him, his work, all he cared about. All his money gathered up and scattered across the world. His worldly possessions sold off and laid to dust. All his power, all his influence will be forgotten. There is no legacy to be left behind.
He's taking me to Potter's grave, the cemetery where you bury John Doe's. He throws me into an unmarked grave. I'm coming to my senses. I can speak. Victor, listen to me. Whatever you have planned, it's not too late. You can stop this.
But the ghost didn't listen. Old Scrooge, he begged and he cried, "Please, no more. I've seen enough." But he hadn't. Not yet.
Freeze has thrown an ice grenade. I need to get out. I need... I can't move. I can't.
Old Scrooge, he saw what happens after he dies. No friends by his side, no family, no one. All the people he could have helped but didn't left off worse. Little Tim, he doesn't make it. The world is cold, cruel, and worse off now that he's dead. Because he didn't even try to make it better while he was alive. He didn't even try. And now, when all is dead and buried, all that money, fame, and attention, none of it matters. None of it can be taken when you pass on. It's just you, by yourself. And when your time comes, you better be content with yourself. 'Cause if you ain't, well, you ain't gonna like what's next.
I pressed it just in time. I can move. I can get out of here.
Suddenly, Scrooge wakes up under cold sweat. That last ghost is gone. And he put the fear of God in him. And he made sure that with what little time he had left, he was going to change his ways. He was going to leave the world a better place than he found it.
Freeze is out there. Oh, he knew I was on to him. He knew I was getting close. He has to change course. He has to tie up loose ends. Tim.
And I tell you what, Scrooge, he was a new man. He wanted to do something, but he didn't know what to do. Whatever he did, he had to do it fast. What? Oh, God.
Tim McCracken.
Tommy, get behind me.
Where is my money?
It was the bat. He took it.
You spoke to the Batman.
I didn't tell him nothing, honest.
If you spoke to the Batman, you spoke to the police. I cannot have any informants. This operation is too important.
Please, my son's, he's right here.
Oh, don't worry. He will be joining you in hell. What? Let them go, Freeze. Batman, you survived. Let them go, Freeze. Noël wouldn't want this. You are bleeding to a heart that no longer exists. Your fight is with me, not them. If you insist, then I will kill you first, and then the boy.
Tommy, get down. Don't look. Don't look.
Freeze puts up a hell of a fight. His gun emits a freeze ray. One zap from that and you're an ice cube ready to crack. His suit gives him endurance, enhances his strength. He won't get tired, but he's slow, cumbersome. You get him from behind, cut off his life support. He's down, but not out. The suit is malfunctioning. He won't last long, but then... he's got me by the throat. Too slow. And he slams you up against the wall. Think one thought, Batman. They will be your last.
I can't breathe. I need to. Gunshot. Freeze, let's go. Stumbles down, falls to the ground. I look up. Tim has the gun. He's pointing it at Freeze. The glass on his helmet is shattered. Suit is punctured. You come for my son? My family? Tim, put the gun down. He was gonna kill him. He was gonna kill my boy. He was. But that doesn't mean you have to. What? No. He's a maniac. That doesn't matter. You have an unregistered, illegally bought gun in your hands. If you kill this man, the cops will throw you in jail for his death alongside a dozen other murders related to that gun. It doesn't make sense to kill him. He's sick. Look at him. What? What's happening to him? That suit he's wearing. It's not just for show. That's his life support system. Temperature is rising above zero. If I don't stop it, he'll die. You don't want him to die, Tim. Not in front of your son. My son? Oh, God. Put the gun down. Let me do my job. Tim comes to his senses. He puts the gun down. I'm running out of time. Freeze's suit weighs half a ton. I can't carry him. So I gotta bust him out. I pull him out. He's exhausted, hyperventilating. Thankfully, it's Christmas, and it's freezing outside. I take him out the window, chain him to the fire escape. Why would you do this? I'm not a killer, Victor. I don't know what I've been doing recently, but it's not working. Victor, I can help you. I can see about treating your condition, putting your skills to work for the greater good. I could rehabilitate you. You think you could help me? Yes. An idealist. To the end. Nora would have liked you. Do it for her, Victor. Don't be what they made you. He doesn't say much after. I hope I got through to him, but I don't know. All I know is I have a lot of amends to make. Now, where was I? Oh yes, Scrooge had a lot of work to do, but he didn't quite know where to start. Okay, so window is it's broken. Ice is everywhere. We're gonna have to move.
Tim McCracken,
Yeah?
we heard you've been having issues. We're here to fix your window.
I don't have the money to pay.
Already been taken care of. Also, I've been asked to hand you this.
A job contract?
Wayne Enterprises. You're to start working at the warehouse downtown.
But I didn't apply to this.
Well, somebody must have put in a good word for you. Good job, too. Got dental, health insurance, everything.
Health insurance? Are you serious?
I am indeed. Oh, and given the time of year, the company thought they'd give you something. You can come in, guys.
What, you got me a Christmas tree, food, and the... Oh my God, is that a new TV?
Merry Christmas, Mr. McCracken.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Tommy, look at this stuff. Look at it. Scrooge, he started off with old Bob Cratchit. He gave him everything he ever wanted. More money, more food, and he helped little Tim. Bob
He was so happy. And Scrooge, he wanted to give more. But there was some place he had to be first.
Superman, I know you can hear me. Only you and every dog in the Northern Hemisphere can hear me right now. I wanted to say thank you for checking in on me. And I wanted to say sorry for what I said, for what I did. You're a good friend, and what the? Clark? Clark, are you there? Where did he? No. He left the present. What is this? The snow globe. Coffin. And a snow globe. Well, it's better than nothing. Oh, you're back. How was it? It was fine. That's good. Well, I think I'll be heading off now. You're not staying? Nah, this place is too big for me. Better off my one-bedroom apartment in Bloodhaven, anyway. Well, I'm not gonna stop you leaving. I will say that Alfred's already started cooking. And it'd be a shame for all of it to go to waste. Alfred's cooking? Right now, yeah. Well, I guess I could stay a little longer. Yeah. I suppose you'd need me around. It's hard to get a witty retort from a guy who just grunts and pouts all day. Dick, what I said, I didn't mean. I know, Bruce. It's been a rough couple of months, and You don't have to say. I know. You're good. You're doing good work. Even better than when you were a Robin. Bloodhaven's lucky to have you. My God. Are you dying? No, I just... Cause first an apology, then a compliment is just... You really had me worried for a second there, Dick. I know, Bruce. I love you too. Hey, Alfred. When's dinner ready?
In a matter of hours, sir.
Anyway, I gotta make a few calls. See you guys in a bit.
Mr. Kent was kind enough to drop off some antibiotics for you, sir.
Much appreciated. He dropped off a present as well.
How kind. It's good to have friends like him, sir. They're rare to come by. Believe me.
Alfred. I'm sorry for being difficult.
Master Bruce, you've been difficult since you were born. If I cried and moaned about every time you had a huff, well, I'd have dropped you off at the zoo with the other animals years ago.
I'm sorry.
I know.
It's, You know, I never liked this time of year, cause my parents got better when Dick came along, but... Well, now that Jason's gone, it's just... You know, he really loved this time of year with the snow and everything, and he didn't have to worry when he was here. He didn't worry about being cold or hungry. He didn't have to worry if his mom would make it through the night. He was just a kid. He could just
be a kid. And you know, he was angry all the time, but he was getting better, and I could have saved him. I could have.
Bruce, you can't blame yourself for this.
But you're right. I shouldn't be putting kids out there to fight. I got him killed.
You didn't kill him, sir. And don't you ever go around blaming yourself for this ever again.
I'm sick of losing people, Alfred. I can't keep losing people.
I know. But that's part of life, Bruce. It rains on the just and the unjust alike. It doesn't matter what happens. It's how you react. That's what matters. You have to move forward, Bruce.
I can't move forward, Alfred. I just can't.
You don't have a choice, sir. Now you've been put on a path for a reason. It's up to you to choose what that reason is.
I don't even know where to begin.
Start with today, sir. Then tomorrow. Then the next day, and the day after that. That's how you change, sir. Not all at once. You change day after day.
I suppose you're right.
Well, of course I'm right. I'm always right.
Is there room for me at the table?
Well, seeing as you paid for everything, I'll see if I can get you a seat.
And like that, Scrooge was a new man, with a new purpose, with a new home and a family. And he would go on to live, to spread joy and cheer for the rest of his days. Pretty good, right? Oh, you're asleep. I'll just, leave it be. Good night, Tommy. Merry Christmas.